Virgo, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? What's good with you? Time for your weekly check-in. We're going to see what's happening with you guys in the third week of September. September week 3. So it's a weekly check-in. So it's just a short, quick, general, energetic overview. If any of you need a personal reading, you can always go straight to my website, tarotwithrich.com. But I do have a link for that right down here in the description of the video. All right, let's hop in. I ain't got a bunch of blabbing to do. I got a lot of work to do tonight, so let's hop into this. Let's see what we can tell you. What can we tell Virgo about their situation? How's the energy looking? September week 3. How's the situation looking for Virgo? September week 3, universe. Ooh, hang on, what's that? 10 of Swords reversed. That could go 2 different directions. Let me see. King of Wands reversed. Okay. Looks like something that you're... This one's a weird one to call. This kind of feels like you have your logical mind in the driver's seat, walking away from this. But your emotional mind still isn't quite letting go of this. Still not giving up. Not throwing in the white towel. It's like, I know what needs to be done, and I'm doing it. I'm going through the motions, but it doesn't feel right yet. I actually get a lot of people come to me for personal readings, thinking that they're doing something wrong. What am I not seeing? What am I missing? What am I doing wrong? And I'll ask them, why, what makes you think you're doing something wrong? Because it's so hard. I'm so uncomfortable. It's so painful. It's supposed to be. Healing doesn't mean I start floating on a cloud. That's not what healing is. Healing is painful. That's the reason why most people who think they're healed absolutely are not. And most people who are actually healing the way they're supposed to don't realize how much healing they're actually doing. Sometimes they don't realize they're healing at all because the real healing process is painful as fuck. I think you are going through it, you just don't realize it. Some of you may be at that point right now where you have done way more healing than you realize you've done. It's very, very likely. But with that 3 of Wands right there, 3 of Wands, somebody here is waiting to see if anybody's going to reach out or if anything's going to happen. A lot of waiting here. And I'm honestly, intuitively, this kind of feels like both of you are kind of waiting on each other. That's a pretty common message to come through. I'm missing one card that would write that in stone, but everything else lines up. So let's go ahead. Some of you dealt with a Pisces, also had Libra, Sagittarius. Could be anybody. Those are just energies. Let's see their feelings, energies, and intentions. Person Virgo dealing with. How do they feel about you? How do they see you? What are their thoughts, feelings, and opinions, hopes, dreams, and expectations? What's their energy look like in general? What kind of person are they? Ooh, Ace of Swords. They definitely know what they want to say to you. Absolutely. Let's get 2 more shuffles here. There's 1 and mine too. Yeah, see, that's what I thought. Ooh, that's what I thought. Yeah. Yeah, they're waiting on you, and I think you're waiting on them. Now, they know exactly what the hell they want to say to you. They got it all planned out. And I'll give you a little hint. They ain't waiting with open arms. They're waiting with their guard up, ready to go to war, ready to go to battle. I think they have it set in their mind that you're really mad at them and that you have a few choice words that you want to say to them. I don't know. Maybe that's true, maybe it's not. But I do think they have been preparing themselves for battle, metaphorically speaking, should they come in contact with you. Maybe they're right. I don't know. Did you tell them about themselves on the way out the door? Did you give them reason to believe that you're going to rip them a new asshole if y'all talk again? Or are they just paranoid and projecting? Maybe for some of you, what they did was so fucked up that anybody in their right mind would rip them a new asshole. And they're just projecting that onto you in their mind. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I have no clue. But, yeah, they know what they want to say to you, and it doesn't look nice. Doesn't look nice. There's still a really, really heavy karmic tie here. And a really strong sense of unfinished business, which ultimately means you take up a whole lot of space in their fucking head. A whole lot. Could be a Cancer for some of you. Could be a fellow Virgo. I also have Libra here. All right, let's get some advice. Ooh, 4 of Cups. Well, don't feed any kind of response or reaction to an indirect attempt to try to get your attention. I'll give you an example. Let's say that you see that they post something, that is oh so obviously directed towards you and is about you, right? Don't go and post an indirect response to it. Don't do that. Don't do that. I know how tempting it is. Oh, I know how fucking tempting it is. Don't do it. Don't do it. Rise above it. Just ignore it. Right? Because there's going to be people watching. There's people hiding back there with their popcorn like, ooh, some shit going on. Let me see what they say. Now let me see what they're saying. There's people hiding in the shadows doing that. Make sure the people in the shadows are looking at you like, damn, it doesn't even look like you even care. Do you even care? Now, this isn't a game of perception. I'm just saying that don't feed this person what it is that they're looking for. Don't do that. Rise above it. Let this person know they don't have the power over you that they thought they did. Let that be established first, because I'm going to tell you what right now. If you give them any clue as to any kind of power they have over you, if you show them how to trigger you, they're going to play with that. They're going to play with that. Don't even consider for a minute reaching out to this person or anything until it is firmly established. You have no control over me. You have no emotional power over me. You can't trigger me. Make sure that's established and understood. Make sure they know that no matter what button they push, they ain't going to get no reaction out of it. Let them know that. Now, hey, maybe you're not really at that place yet. That's okay. You know, maybe you're still at the place where you're working on it. Then stay away. Stay away. There's nothing wrong with that. You're not meant to heal overnight. You ain't even really going to heal within the first year. And that's okay. If somebody really could trigger you, stay away from them. Don't fake it. Don't try to fake it. You can't fake energy. Don't try to fake it. If you're really at that place where you're not ready for it yet, just don't even go there. Don't even go there. All right, shit. Let's shift gears now. Let's see what's going on with the singles and the person that you're interested in. Single Virgos and your love interest. What's happening? Well, Four of Swords. Maybe you're thinking about just taking a break from this whole situation. Ooh, I got an upside down card in the deck here. What is that? Two of them. Queen of Cups, Four of Pentacles reversed. That kind of feels like it fits. You know, I think you absolutely have feelings for the person, but it's getting to a point where you're thinking about just stepping back and letting go and taking a break. What is going on here? Why is this deck all fucked up? These cards are all turned around in here. I don't know how the fuck that happened. All right. My bad. All right, let's see what else we can say about the situation here. Devil. Well, hang on. It kind of feels like some of you are starting to really come to the determination that maybe this ain't nothing but a sex-based connection. I don't know if you have been sexually intimate with them or not. If you have, maybe you see that it's just not moving past that. If you have not, maybe you're kind of starting to see that that's all this person would really give a fuck about anyways. So I've said this several times to several signs over the past couple of weeks. I don't remember if you're one of them or not. But I've been learning something here lately that has been blowing my mind. For years now, when I do singles in the person you're interested in, it almost always comes out horrifically negative. The most common card to come through is the Ten of Swords. And in the back of my mind, for a few years now, I've been wondering, why is it always so negative every time? In my mind, I think I'm reading a situation where two people have been maybe talking or dating or hanging out or fucking for a month or two. And somebody's been stringing you along for a month or two. I've been there. Once you get strung along for longer than a month, that's long enough to make you rip your hair out. And then I started doing the general personal readings on my website like 2 or 3 months ago. So if you go to my website and you get a general reading and you get your current love interest, there's a couple of questions I'll have you answer. The first question is, does this person know that you're interested in them? 9 times out of 10, the answer I get is yes. The next question is, how long have you been dealing with this person? Now, this is what's been blowing my fucking mind. The whole time I've been doing this generally on my main channel here, I'm thinking I'm reading a situation that's maybe 2 or 3 months old at the max. Maybe in extreme cases, like 5 or 6 months. In the most extreme cases, oh no. You know what I'm getting? Almost like 7, 8, 9 times out of 10. When it says, how long have you been dealing with this person? 10 months, a year and a half, 2 years. I'm like, what? This person knows that you're interested in them. They know it. No questions asked. And it's been stringing on for a year? Why? Why? If I want to be with you, and I know you want to be with me, why would I let that string along for a year? I wouldn't. I wouldn't let it string along for a fucking week if I wanted to be with you. So that's this new revelation that I've been coming to here lately. Because since I started doing the general personal readings, I started learning that. So maybe some of you have been dealing with somebody for many months and months. And yeah, a lot of the times, the overwhelming majority of the time, all it is a sex-based connection. So I don't know if you are walking away from it. I think you're at least taking a step back and taking a break from the situation. But with the death card reversed, I don't know. Maybe it's kind of, you're debating on whether or not to throw in the white towel or hold off a little bit longer. Some of you dealing with a Capricorn. I also have Aquarius, Scorpio, Cancer, Leo, Pisces. Could be anybody. Those are just energies. All right, let's see how they feel about you. What's their truest, deepest feelings, energies, and intentions? What is making that noise? It's driving me nuts. Is that it? No, here it is. Yeah, okay. What's their truest, deepest feelings, energies, and intentions? King of Cups reversed. Emotional manipulator. King of Swords reversed. Mind game player. Gaslighter. Bullshitter. Greedy, self-centered, self-absorbed, 5 of Swords. It's all about me. Me, this person's a me monster. It's all about me. Me, myself, and I, and me. I'm gonna get what I want. And I don't care what I have to do to get it. Nothing is beneath me. Right? So, terrible communicator. And I would even go as far as to say this person's a bullshit liar and an emotional manipulator. I don't think there's a whole lot you don't know about this person. It's just getting yourself to accept it is the hard thing, and that's normal. That's hard for any of us to accept. When, for whatever reason, we thought we were dealing with one person, and then we learn that that's not the person that we thought they were, It's a hard thing to accept. All right, well, let's, I guess, get some advice here. 8 of Swords. Well, I tell you what, I wouldn't let it string on too much longer. I was actually just talking to a client earlier about repeating cycles. Extremely slippery slope. Because on one hand, repeating cycles creates wisdom. It teaches you very important lessons. On the other hand, every time you let a cycle repeat itself, it gets harder to break away from. So this is the trap that you find yourself in, you know? And that's where you got to be real careful, because it's so easy to get stuck in a cycle and just never be able to break out of it. And that's one of the saddest things to step back and watch, is when somebody is stuck in a cycle and everybody telling them, everybody, they mama, they daddy, they family, they sister, they cousin, they auntie, everybody and their mama's grandma is telling them. And it's just not clicking. And after a while, you know, I don't know. I'm not even gonna try to speculate what might be going on in their head. People that get stuck in that situation. Because I've been in that situation where you repeat a cycle. You know, when a person keeps showing you over and over who they really are. I don't know. Once you show me who you really are, once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, I'm willing to go through the pain of walking away from you. I would rather go through the pain of walking away from you than the pain of you hurting me over and over and over for the rest of my life. So I don't know if people who get stuck in this like think that something's just going to magically change one day. I don't know. I don't know, like, after you've shown me your true colors 10 fucking times, do I really think you're gonna wake up and accidentally pop your head out of your ass when you're taking a shit one day and see the error of your ways and just everything magically change? I don't know. I don't know. It's sad. It's really sad to watch. That's where I give the advice, draw the line somewhere. Somewhere after a certain point, we got to know where to draw the line and say enough is enough. You've shown me who you are. You've shown me what you're going to continue to do. So I know that if I keep playing the same game, I'm going to keep winning the same prize. I'm tired of this prize. I don't want that prize no more. But again, that's different for everybody. Because at the end of the day, if you haven't learned, there's no point in walking away. Because I promise you, you're going to end up attracting the exact same person in a different body with the next person you meet. Promise you. 100%. You're just going to continue going through the cycle, no matter who you get with. So, I think you know what needs to be done. That's why you're taking a break from the situation. Maybe give yourself a nice long break. Get yourself together. Gather your thoughts. Gather your emotions. Get your head on straight before you try to revisit the situation again. And maybe you might see things a little bit more clearly. All right, y'all. Well, I feel like those were the messages that my Virgo family needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thanks again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget, information for personal readings is all down here in the description. All right? I'm out of here now, y'all. I will see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Stay blessed.